All right.
Okay.
I don't
Hey.
know if that was synced, but we'll
Well, it. Well,
figure it out.
I'll figure it out.
Yeah, Jared, you got this, man. You got this.
Um.
Hello.
Hey, everybody. I'm Laura
How's
Hughes.
everyone
Proven girls can
doing?
do it too. And by it, I mean touch your cousin. Was it worth it? No, it wasn't.
Who's
We
Laura
should really work on an
Hughes?
intro.
Yeah, we really should. Um, Welcome to the Aged Podcast. Is that what we're calling it?
Uh, it's not a podcast.
Oh, right. I'm sorry. Welcome to the Not a Podcast.
Age
The Aged Not a
development.
Podcast.
You know what? You're dumb.
Yeah.
Anyways,
So this will be a part two, or maybe it'll just be edited together with the first video. But we will be talking about our races some more, fleshing them out a bit more, and
I'm a big fan
hopefully,
of Flesh.
that's true.
Um,
So, anyways, why don't you start, Jared?
why do I need to start?
Good point, Alec. Why don't you start?
By the way, I'm
Uh,
Jared.
oh,
I'm
yeah, take
Evan.
it away, Evan.
Okay, excellent. So I'll start. So, my race is the Karks. They're the shark-like Vikings, and I thought an interesting thing to add to them because honestly, they're kind of bare bones. They're basically just sea orcs, and that's okay. But I wanted something a bit more interesting, something that like people could latch on to and be like, "Oh, that's cool." So I wanted to add like some hunter-gatherer aspects to them. I think on top of being like these Viking-esque raiders, they could also be like scavengers, kind of like a T-Rex, you know?
Mm,
But basically, they kind of jump into the ocean, they swim to the bottom of it, they collect like trinkets and things, they collect pieces of armor. And Jared, before we started recording, you actually had a good idea of like they like kill a turtle and they use its shell as either a shield or plates of armor. I
mm.
was thinking that like they go down there and they like kill the sea dragons or whatever sea creatures are in the area and harvest things for them.
Uh,
Um,
yeah.
or carve things out of their bones. Like I think them being skilled craftsmen is an interesting idea. They just make do with the resources they're given. They're crafty.
Okay.
Uh,
They're big
not
into
ex
crafting. Not
Yeah.
much mining though.
hmm
Uh,
Yeah.
Alec. Well, what's up with the Glicky?
Um, so I was thinking about having them kind of have like a sort of pilgrimage thing, to where like once a generation they select like one Glicky to like go to like try to go to the mainland,
Mm-hmm.
and explore and like bring back like knowledge or a treasure or something like that. Uh, and it's a thing where like they rarely return, like ever. And most don't make it like over the ocean,
Mm.
but they keep trying to like send people to learn more about the world.
That's cute. That's cute. Um, my my guys are the Euclites. The ones I was working on this time are the Euclites. They are uh they're like plant people. They've eaten too many of the fruit inside of the from the euc tree, and they now produce spores and grow flowers and plants from their bodies and brains and are connected to the tree. Um, they're kind of a hive mind species. Um, they have a lot of demonic stuff in this section. They're massive hive
Praise
mind
Satan.
species, and there are few of them that have sentience enough to give orders to the ones that are more brainless than the others.
Mm.
Yeah.
The tree kind of imbues them with a certain level of intelligence.
Uh,
or control over themselves, and they can lead like the lesser Ukes.
yeah, kind of like that.
Okay.
They're not really lesser ukes. They're just ukes with less brain
Well, yeah.
versus ukes with more brain. Oh, they added more stuff for like Valentine's Day. Oh boy, I can't wait to use this gemmed heart. That
Oh.
looks disgusting. Jesus.
What the hell is that?
It's a crystallized heart. I'm gonna
Oh,
use
yeah,
it. I'm gonna use it somewhere.
yeah. That can be in the center of the tree.
Ooh, yeah. It's got a fucking big ass beating heart.
Yeah. But I like that idea, Alec, to go back to your race of like them going on pilgrimages to kind of
Hmm.
explore the world. They're like travelers. Would you say they're kind of like the halflings or hobbits, I mean, in the Lord of the Rings?
I suppose in like a way,
Mm.
a bit more tribal.
Okay. What is their personality as a race like?
Uh, they're very like so they so their society is more like like small group based, like so they live together as like a society,
Mm.
but they sort of break off into their own own groups
Okay.
pretty much by choice, and like which group decides to like adopt a new member. uh,
So they live
so
in like these tight little family units that don't necessarily comprise their family, but it's like
yeah, uh, but there is like a head shaman who generally like advises them
interesting.
collectively, and like the like all eggs go to like a hatchery, and all like the children are like raised communally and eventually go to like their own little clique.
Hmm.
I'm a fan of the hatchery. Uh, hold on. I've not. I'm sorry, Evan. If you're looking at the stream right now, I have not really worked on the thing in a couple days, or the Kark place in a couple days.
Uh,
It
that's a
looks,
really big fucking boat. Holy shit.
yeah. I live in excess. You know that.
Hmm.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Remember what I told you? Told you I was imagining them all living in like moving their entire species to this fucking ship. Yeah. This is they made this big ass ship. Or
I don't.
something more crude, something more crude.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go over to actually now that since Alex explaining his guys, it might be better if I switch on over to them. So you said that they have like multiple different family units that they
Um,
hang around. Is there like any conflict in between the like separate units or
oh sure. Uh, varying like severity. But generally, the head shaman tries to keep peace between them all.
okay.
Uh, and they kind of go by like a role system where like at like a certain like coming of age, their role that they do for the village is selected, and that's what they do for their life.
Huh, so they have like a rigid caste system?
Uh, sort of. It's not like a class system. It's more like no one's like treated better or worse really based on like their job. But it's more just like everyone's delegated to a certain task.
Hmm.
Uh, though there's two like jobs that might come with more prestige, or like the head shaman and the one they send out to go like explore the mainland.
Um, Alec, I was kind of cooking on my own earlier when I was fucking around with this. But what kind of places would they normally live in? Like, would they just be like living outside in like tents or something?
Uh, they have like these burrows that sort of go underground.
Ooh, okay. I put like a big ass mushroom here because I was like, oh, it'd be kind of cute for them to live in
Oh
mushroom.
yeah, that's their favorite food.
Oh, they like, is it?
And they love mushrooms.
All right. I gotta find a way to like make burrows, burrow-looking things.
You could have like little holes in the ground, and then like there's a subterranean map.
No, that's too much work.
How
Fucking.
how how big are their burrows? Excuse me.
Um, like it depends on like the size of like the group that lives there.
Hmm.
So they can be very big, or they can be like just like a one bed apartment.
Okay. So are
Uh,
there like, I don't know, house-sized ones? Like two-story house-sized ones where it's just like a large unit of like 30 glickies could cohabitate there?
Uh, yeah. But in like terms of stories, it's like the stories go uh like down.
Uh-huh.
oh, okay. I see what you mean. I'm just gonna put a couple holes around
Wait,
here.
that's what I mean. And is it like tunnels or is it kind of like a fox's den where it's like there are little areas where like they can kind of
Oh,
communicate
are
and
you saying, are
exist
they like
under?
interconnected?
Well, yeah, basically, is it just things that they sleep in and retire to at night, or is it like an underground community that they live in?
Uh, it's sort of like a house where it can be like uh where there are like larger rooms where they like can do various activities.
Gotcha.
Uh, but they do spend a lot of time outside because they have a lot of stuff to do.
Hmm.
They're very busy people. Okay, I'm just gonna put a bunch of burrows around.
Yeah.
Um, okay.
Darky.
Uh, how do you guys think that our species would interact with one another? Because I'm not gonna lie, I feel the eucalypts would are definitely they would not take kindly to many of the races around here.
Hmm. I feel like the Karks are, for the most part, they keep to themselves. Well, they don't keep to themselves. They're Raiders and Vikings, but they're not
The opposite
like,
of what
yeah,
They keep to
they keep to your
themselves, but they also
business.
kill a lot of
They keep
people.
to
yeah.
your stuff.
They keep to their stuff.
Yeah, it
Uh,
just so happens to be, a mi
everybody
casa su
else's.
casa kind of thing.
Mm.
They're a real live and let live kind of
Yeah.
people.
I don't know. Jared, you passed the idea around of the Karks and the Glickies being friends, or at least neutral with each other.
I kind of I had I my idea for the Karks and the Glicky would be like the Karks like saw them and they're like, yo, you guys are kind of cool,
Hmm.
and the Glicky are just like fucking terrified of them.
Hmm.
So it's kind of like so the Glicky would go, oh, there are people attacking us, and the Karks would just go, haha, you guys want some fucking meat? And they just throw meat at them, and it'd be just like a big misunderstanding between the two.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's funny.
Yeah.
It's hilarious. Everyone had a good time.
Yeah, they party. Um.
I can't that, but it's not. What the fuck? What did I do? I broke something.
Oh no, bro.
Don't call me that.
But yeah, I don't know. I think the Karks are definitely a very violent-centric race. I think that for the most part, also if you pull out of the map for a second, go to like a wide screen. The
Hmm.
Karks and the Glickies do not live next to each other.
Well, yeah, but I feel like the Karks would be. Well, I could like. You want me to go to like the actual map?
Yeah, yeah. Pull up the big map, please.
I assume that since the Karks are like swimming, they'd probably trek around the map a couple times, like at least within like a month. So they wouldn't see each other often, but like maybe like once or twice a month kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Cause they're your guys are they're raiders, so they try to go around the map,
Yeah.
or they could just like go straight through.
Mm.
But vicinity's never really. I feel like that wouldn't really stop much, especially like since there's a circumference.
Well, I mean, you say that, but like the fucking Mongols didn't attack the Native Americans, unless they did. Uh,
Well, the
I don't know.
Mongols didn't
I don't know
attack the
much
Native
about history.
the Mongols didn't attack the Native Americans because they were all the way across the world. These
Yeah.
guys are just like a country apart,
Mm.
which is fair. Which is fair.
Glicky
It's the
Village,
hot
Karks.
hop, skip, and a jump.
Yeah, they actually are the exact.
Yeah, they're on opposite.
On the other side of the continent.
I
Yeah.
mean, like, listen. All I'm saying is, I can switch that. Watch this. Nah, I'm not gonna fucking. That's a lot of work. I mean, if it, this obviously this is just like a rough draft.
Hmm.
I could, if it would be better, I could definitely switch it up.
No, it's cool. I mean, I don't want the Karks to be super friendly with the Glickies. I would rather like it would be the thing of like maybe some Karks are friends because they're just like very neutral, and they like occasionally will meet a Glicky and be like, or they just leave them alone because they don't deem the Glickies of having like anything of like significant worth in their minds.
Mm, yeah. Maybe that's why the Glickies never come back. They end up in the Uke area too often. Maybe they're like
That
maybe there's some Yukified Glicky that roam around that roam
is
around here.
possible.
Yeah.
Oh, that would be interesting because the Uke can zombify, or the Uke tree can zombify things that enter its domain. Well, actually, Jared, we only you and I have talked about that. I don't know if you shared that with Alec or the viewer.
I think or the viewer. Of course I didn't fucking tweet.
Yeah.
Yeah, they deserve my words.
I don't know. Maybe you're like
Anyways,
messaging them on the side or something and being like, "Hey, this is what's really happening. This is what's really going down."
okay. For anyone who doesn't know, which is everyone, because it's fucking episode 2
Yeah.
or episode 1.5.
Yeah.
The Uke tree, which is that big ass tree. I'm not good at making maps yet. Hopefully, I'll get better at some point. But the Uke tree has absorbed the dragon's blood, and upon absorbing the dragon's blood, gained a bit of sentience and wanted to protect itself. So also all the red. It was a big ass dragon. So it's still a lot of blood going around, being permeated. But yeah, it created these plants. The plants were eaten by people and animals, and they are now a bit of a hive mind in order to protect the giant tree. The tree is supposed to be, it's a really big tree, if you could, as you can see. So anything that is not resistant toward it, which is a lot of things, because it's kind of hard to be resistant toward something you've never come across before. Um, so anything that's comes in contact, there are spore at this point after like 500 years. There are spores that just like permeate the forest. You know, like most of the plants are a part of the Uke tree due to its massive roots. Um, People once lived there and ate from the tree, and now their offspring are just they're boned. Um, I have like a little bit of art for them, but I don't have anything crazy. But they're like part tree, not exactly sprig. They're more they're like they're fleshy spriggans, basically.
Mm.
Um, they have they have plants and flowers growing from their heads. Um, and some of them, some of them were just born better. They're autonomous from the tree, but they still want to protect the tree because that's kind of like their thing.
So are the Ukes, were they all like a different race and eventually became Ukes, or are there some Ukes that have just like spawned from the tree, or just live in the forest?
Oh, they were originally a different race. They were all like they were mostly humans, but the
Oh, okay.
yeah, they were mostly humans. And like, dwarves and stuff. But,
Mm.
now they've over years of, being brainwashed,
Mm.
and it affected their brain chemically, and in some cases it affected DNA.
Mm.
So now they are not that. Now they're all eucalypts with differing bodies and such. But anyone who really comes in this area is kind of dangerous. Anyone who really comes in this area is most likely gonna die or not have a brain. So maybe any Glicky that comes around here might turn into Glycolites
Yeah.
or Euclid. Um, the Coet really don't want the Coet want to go over there, but it's like yeah, I'm not really feeling like becoming a zombie today. So it's just best left untouched for now.
I like that idea of them being zombies because that means that, or them being kind of like the Flood from Halo. You know what I'm talking about? Where like they infect a variety of creatures, and
I,
each creature looks slightly different.
I I'm not gonna lie. I have not played a whole lot of Halo. I'm a bit of a loser.
I mean, that's fair. But
Only thing I did from Halo was I played multiplayer. I did not get into the story at all.
it's not that great. I'll die on this hill. I think Halo 2 is dog shit.
Oh,
Um,
you are gonna get crucified.
oh yeah, I will be fucking burned to the earth. But I really just am not a fan of Halo 2. I found it boring. I didn't find the Arbiters parts that interesting. Which is weird because I usually enjoy playing as monsters in games. Like I prefer the elites to the Spartans. Just like if it's like got a lot of teeth and it's like big and looks like a creature or a reptile, I'll enjoy playing as it. But I don't
You
know. I just didn't find Halo 2 that good.
you kind of are a creature slash reptile.
I try to be, man. I try to be. I'm gonna see if I can like get some scales grafted onto my body. But I'll put this picture in the chat. Come on, Discord. Just let me add a photo, Discord. Why you gotta be like this, Discord? I hate that you have to
Oh,
like put it onto your desktop and then send it. But basically, the way the Flood work is that they're creatures or spores, I think, one or the other. I'm sure someone will let us know. But they can
or
infect a variety of different aliens, and each version of the Flood looks slightly different. So it would be cool to imagine what a Kark Uke looks like versus a Glicky Uke versus a human Uke.
I see what you're saying. It's kind of like the alien from
Yes.
Aliens.
Yes. Exactamundo.
Adding trees
Uh,
actually fucking adds a lot to. I feel like this perspective's kind of weird now, but I feel like adding trees definitely makes it look a lot more.
it certainly gives a
Ooh,
reference, I think, to everything.
yeah,
Because it's like, oh, okay, so this is how big things are.
yeah. I mean, and you know how I feel about big things. Oh, I was gonna say something before you started speaking about being a big ass monster and like in Wiener or something.
Mm.
Um, Darn,
I
I
am not.
I already forgot. I'm such a. You know what? I haven't eaten breakfast yet.
Oh, I went to Martin's and I got myself a nice ham, egg, and cheese biscuit.
You eat ham?
I fucking love ham. That is my favorite meat.
You have an issue, dude. Alec, what are your thoughts on ham?
I like ham.
All right, bro. Ham's kind of mid, and that's
What do you know about
You are
ham?
so wrong.
and
You are
that's
so
and
wrong,
that's a
Jared.
fact. Turkey is a better alternative to ham. It's healthier. It's more delicious. It's
Mm.
succulent. Actually, that's not true. It depends on who fucking makes the turkey. Cause I've had some
Yeah,
fucking like some
turkey's
dry.
pretty
I've had
dry.
some ass turkey in my day. Oh, that's what I was gonna talk about. The magic system. Um, Alec,
Yeah,
do you like magic?
sure.
Mm, mm, mm. Okay. So, um, me and Evan were thinking like, oh, how does magic work? You know. Um, and upon further investigation,
Hmm.
uh, we don't know. uh, but
That's
we
not
do have some we
entirely
do
true.
have some ideas as
Yeah.
to of how it kind of looks like a bird now. Like this here's the beak. It's like an eye.
Oh wow, it does look like a bird.
That's kind of cool actually. Damn.
Yeah. You're
Art's
kind of
kind
an artist.
Yeah, you know what? Art's kind of my passion.
Yeah.
That hmm. I'm gonna call this Raven Burrow or something. Now there's a fucking bird skull here. The Ravenwoods.
Ravenwoods is pretty good.
Um, it actually looks like it kind of looks like one of those like if you go to the doctor, you see like the human mouth. You see like this is the this is the mouth, this is the esophagus, this is where the tongue would be. It looks like
Hmm.
the mouth. It looks like we're fucking investigating the insides of this birdie. Um,
Bird City, baby.
but yeah, we were talking about the magic system and how it will work. We have a couple ideas, at least and I'm gonna throw one of them out. I was playing Demon Souls. Yeah, that's the one I was playing. I was playing Demon Souls, and we came across like a poison area.
Mm.
That place fucking sucks, by the way. I hate it.
Yeah, I hate FromSoft games.
We came across the poison area, and why would I have this? There should not be a road here, because there's nothing here for the road to interact with. Um, and while I was playing, I was thinking of like the different ways things would work. That's how I came up. That's how we came up with the spores um, idea.
Hmm.
Uh, and also there's a semi. This is a long tangent for me just saying that maybe people who are not magic who cannot use magic can if they receive components from creatures that can use magic. So
Hmm.
let's say a Coet goes into the Uke forest, and they
Mm.
kill like a pig that's been infected. Now the pig would not give as much of the material, like maybe you harvest the brain or like a particular organ that manifests within the eucalypts,
Mm.
and maybe crush it into a powder, mix it, do something with it. And
Mm.
when you do that, you can use through science and or magic or alchemy, you can harness that energy and use it for yourself. Maybe you eat it, maybe you like rub it in your palm for a little bit, you know,
Yeah.
something along those lines.
Do something funky with it.
Yeah, snort it.
I think
And I
that's a
and I wanted
pretty.
I wanted you guys' opinions on, that, or, you know, that, or the general idea of that for the different races that we have.
Um, I don't mind the idea of basically them having to consume to use the magic. So like they drink fucking I don't know, a potion. Would okay, so hmm. Sorry, I was doing weapon designs for like my race, or coming up with ideas for weapons they could use. But basically you're saying what? Like they use the ground up corpses or pieces of the dragon bone turned into an elixir, they consume it and then they can cast a spell with it?
Yeah, something like that.
Not opposed to that. I think the Yuke would also be a good source of that because they're just like naturally imbued with magic.
Yeah. My thoughts on the Yuke's magic would be, they can just enhance like the growth rate and manipulate, plants and stuff.
Mhm.
You know,
Yeah.
bigger the plant, the more power it would take to do it. So they can't sling massive roots unless they, you know, have a lot of the material within them. Uh,
Yeah, no, I get you.
yeah.
Um so the more magic, and I guess the tree can kind of decide on like which units it wants to have
I was thinking of like a direct visual understanding of it. So like
hmm.
so like the more elegant the flower on the head
Hmm.
would differentiate, oh, this one has a lot of magic within it.
More elegant the flower on the head. I
Yeah,
like that
cause,
idea.
cause, 'cause they have flowers that grow from their skulls,
Yeah.
you know, um, different um,
Hmm.
different plants that grow from certain ones. And I was thinking,
Hmm.
oh, this one's got a big ass rose on the top of its head, so he's got to be important. You can just tell.
This one's got to be spitting.
Yeah, and they're usually the ones that can, like, control the ones that don't, that are just like roots and like bark.
Hmm.
Mhm.
I like that idea. Um, I don't think. So would the Coets like would they make is that their incentive to kind of visit the Uke tree when they can to kind
Uh,
of snag some of its magic?
yeah, that's a big reason as to why the Coeds actually, don't just firebomb the whole area, because they want
Hmm.
to they want to harness the magic and, use it, but they don't,
Uh,
because it's hard and it costs a lot of money to, life
yeah.
insurance policy stuff like that.
And I was also thinking about the Drakes, the beloved sweet Drakes. The reason that like they can use magic from the bones of the dragon and that not a lot of other creatures easily can, or other species slash races, is because it requires like a special technique, I think, to extract magic out of the dragon's bones.
Mm,
Like a technique that only the Drakes are really masterful in.
mm,
Like the other races can like attempt it and get like something out of it, some little potion or some little spell, but the Drakes are really the masters of it.
mm.
They know how to work the muscles and tissues and bones in ways that no other race could. At least that's what I was thinking.
Mm.
But
Okay.
feel free to uh,
I hate it.
yeah, feel free to tell me how stupid my idea is.
I'll tell you. All right. No, that's
Be
it. That
be brutally honest.
it's good. It's good. And, like,
Okay.
I could do better.
Yeah. I could think of something much cooler and much more
I
unique
just
and
I just
interesting.
I just refuse to.
I mean, honestly, I could have done better too, but I was trying to match you guys' level, you
Yeah.
know, where it's
Uh,
like,
Stupid.
exactly, exactly.
uh,
Uh,
yeah. Alec, what do you think?
Which part?
Any of it? Do you have any ideas on what you think the magic system should be and or shouldn't be?
I think the magic system should be cool.
I don't think it should be super flashy.
hmm As in, you can't like produce massive fireballs or something.
Yeah, at least like most people should not be able to do that.
Yeah,
Like the majority of people should not.
I agree with that. Yeah, like,
Like I know a lot with like the dregs, a lot of their magic is just being able to like influence uh like dragon type creatures.
mm,
And influence their bodies to become dragon-like. Oh, it's also pretty. Ooh, a pit. You guys think I should use pit 1, pit 2, or pit 3?
uno momento, por favor,
The fuck did you say to me?
por favolvo.
The fuck did you say to me?
Show me the pit options?
Well, I don't know where I was gonna put it. I just asked because. Oh,
Okay.
little. Damn. I'm gonna keep. I'm gonna. If I do redo the map, I'm gonna keep this particular section right here.
Yeah, no, I like that area. That area's pretty nice.
I was thinking of actually shrinking down the Drake area a bit
Yeah.
because it seems kind of large for them.
I don't mind. I was thinking about like an area.
Because
I mean,
objectively their area is larger than the Coet like the Coet place. Like
oh
it's
yeah,
way large. It's way bigger,
I
which
guess that's
is
true.
kind
I didn't think about that.
which kind of goes against like the whole they're hidden kind of thing because there's
Yeah.
a lot.
Mhm.
I'll make a duplicate before I do this because if I fuck it up, I'm gonna blame Evan. I'm gonna be so mad.
No, I had nothing to do with it. I've been trying to come up with some weapon designs for the Karks of like things they can use. So far, I've just been sketching a bunch of like bony objects, like knives made out of bone, uh, an axe, a double-headed axe, where like the staff part of it is wooden, and then the blade parts are made out of bone. But then I also thought of a spear, where like the tip of the spear is like a metal that they found, like a knife metal, but the rest of it is made of bone. A lot of bone ideas. Um, but I don't know if I like the bone aesthetic.
Do they do Well, they're raiders, so I feel like they definitely would. I feel like at this point they'd have enough material. They would have
Yeah,
plenty. They'd have plenty of like regular, you know,
axes and old
axes and
weapons.
hatchets. Yeah, like they'd have some Coet stuff.
Hmm.
I did have an issue. I do have kind of have an issue with why the Coet have not just like tried to you know eviscerate the Kark since they're so annoying at this point.
Hmm.
Um, would there be any? Are there any good reasons why that hasn't happened?
Yeah, it's called the mind your business clause.
Uh, I feel
No,
like it. I
sorry.
feel like it is kind of their business, you know.
Yeah. Um, I don't know. I've thought about the fact that because they're such expert swimmers, kind of like going into their waters is a death sentence.
Mm.
Um, but the Coets are also kind of a well-organized army. So,
Because the Karks are smaller and they're less advanced, so
hmm,
I feel like it would be hard for the Coet to. Or I mean, like the Coet don't have. Well, the Coets are kind of like the main antagonist to most of the groups here.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
intentionally or not, they are definitely the powerhouse.
Hmm.
So there would need to be like reasons as to why they haven't just gone through and torched the place.
I mean, it could just be that the kingdom is taxed, and that they currently are at war with the Karks, but they're also kind of dealing with the Uke issue. Um,
Oh,
and
like from all fronts they have issues.
yeah,
I mean,
we
like,
could use the Games Workshop excuse of everybody is too spread thin, which is why they're all alive.
yeah. What the fuck is that? What do you mean by that?
The Warhammer, like that's how the Imperium is hasn't taken out one particular race, because if they focus on the orcs, then the elves get them. And if they focus on the elves, then the chaos demons get them. And if
Mm,
they focus on the chaos demons, then the Tau get them. Except the Tau never get anybody, because no one likes the
Yeah.
Tau. But I like the Tau. I think they're pretty interesting.
The Tau even really fight other people?
Kind of. They'll occasionally get into war with like space marines or chaos demons. I think there's some like big event currently happening where like the Tau are being invaded by chaos demons, and there's like something space Hulk, something new chaos lord potentially.
something Space Hulk, something Chaos War.
I don't know. I fucking hate Warhammer, but
You're about to get crucified by me.
yeah, I got you into watching Adeptus Ridiculous and a bunch of other Warhammer content, and then I'm like, yeah, I actually hate it.
Yeah, there's a massive gaslight. Thing is, I hate Adeptus Ridiculous. That motherfucker
Yeah,
keeps popping up my YouTube feed, and I'm like, no, I'm not gonna watch your fucking video. And then
yeah.
I'm sitting at work making a sandwich, and he's like, the Adeptus Mechanicus, and I'm like, fuck.
I've got beef, ham, and cheese with Bricky.
I'm brickied up. Um,
Yeah.
what? Mountains.
Yeah, that was a weird statement. But anyways, that is an interesting question. I really don't have a solid explanation for why the Coed haven't just steamrolled them.
Mm,
It could be that they just haven't presented enough of a
threat yet? Like
mm,
they've only been hitting like small villages, so like the bigger kingdoms, like I'll give you guys a couple of I'll give you guys a couple of shitty guards, but
yeah.
you're not worth the tax dollars.
Yeah. And so they kind of just run free at the moment.
Mm.
And also, I think kind of them using guerrilla war tactics or ocean war tactics, I guess, where they do
Ocean,
like small hits.
yeah, ocean gorillas.
Yeah. They kind of are ocean gorillas, but
All right, we need to make
they
a
know
race
the
of ocean.
waters.
We need to make a
What?
race of ocean gorillas now.
The ocean gorillas. Yeah, the Karks face the ocean gorillas.
Yeah, who will win? Yeah, Karks versus ocean gorillas.
One will stand, one will fall.
I'm
And his
sorry.
name is John Cena.
You good, dude?
What,
Oh,
me?
this actually really pretty like mountain. I might use that for something later. It's a really nice mix of colors. I'm trying to find a way we make it dark. Saturation low
Mm.
enough. That's blue. Yeah, blue's
I'm blue, dabba dee dabba da, dabba dee dabba dee,
There's also
dabba dee dabba
the
da.
Ben's race.
um oh,
Oh, I forgot about Ben's race.
are they canonized? Uh,
The
the mastodons.
Was that the name he gave them, the Mastodons?
It was master something.
I have artwork in here of them somewhere. I just
Um,
need to find it.
I mean, I remember what they were. I
They were
ca
double trunked elephants, but
Yeah,
highly intelligent.
and short.
Yeah, pygmy
Uh,
sized.
yeah, that actually melds well with this. You guys want to add them to the Add them in.
Yeah.
Okay. We can make them. How about we make them neutral? They're like traders. I kind of already have a good place for them.
Yeah.
If you'd believe that. Um. So I was building. I was like, it'd be really cool if there's just like a massive crater.
Hmm.
Um. I was thinking maybe the mastodons or just like came like they're just like I mean they're basically like good miners. So
Hmm.
they just like live underground mostly, and these like
Hmm.
yeah, maybe there's like maybe um they prefer being underground, so they're not really seen much above ground other than like when they're doing their stuff, like oh
Hmm.
hey you wanted 18 tons of lead, here you go buddy. Um, I feel like they definitely would just interact with the Coet mostly, and maybe a little bit of the Drakes. But other than that, their Karks would probably fucking use their trunks as whips.
Yeah. Let's cut that actually. That felt really forced.
I'm gonna
That
keep it so that they know exactly who you are.
that felt forced and just uninspired. Like if I'm gonna make crude sexual humor, I want it to be with a purpose, you know? That's
Yeah.
my ideology on it anyways.
Anyway, Alec, what do you think? Should I keep it? Should I keep it in?
Uh, you know,
Mm.
Uh huh.
yeah, you should keep it in.
What if the Karks area Sorry, I'm drinking soy milk. What if the Karks area
Oh, this
is
fucking
like
guy.
I fucking love soy milk. Look, if you want to sponsor us.
I feel like I'm cutting that one out for sure. You're gonna get us fired.
Fired.
Yeah.
How's that gonna get you guys fired?
Who's gonna fire us?
Yeah.
Who has the authority to fire us?
Yeah. Yeah, who does have the authority? I fucking own.
Oh, that's. Oh, okay, that's what you meant. I think you meant like fire us from like this.
No, yeah, he said I'm just saying if they found out about the comment he made about it'd
Oh,
be over. It'd be super over.
look, John, if you want to sponsor me, I'll fucking
His name is
if you
Mr. Firstly, buddy.
Mr.
He's dead.
Mr. his grandchildren, whoever owns the fucking company, okay? There. Whoever owns the fucking company, reach out to me.
Yeah.
Reach out to the podcast at the Age Podcast Instagram, the Age Podcast TikTok, the Age Podcast Hotmail, the
Yeah,
Age
none of the
Podcast,
stuff that exists.
the Age Podcast Twitch account.
Yeah,
Look,
twitch.tv
find
slash.
me.
Yeah, I dare you.
I don't.
Pull up.
Please don't. But send me an email or something.
I've been actually now that I've decreased the amount of now that I've decreased the amount of space that Drake have, I actually have a lot more space to do like other activities.
Yeah.
What should I put here in these areas?
These trying times.
Where are the elephants going?
I was just gonna make like an underground map for them because I wanted them to like.
Oh, they're subterranean.
Yeah, I was thinking that.
Okay.
Unless you guys have a problem with that, then I'm fine with switching it up.
I'm cool with it.
Alec?
That should be fine.
Yeah, Ben's gonna be like, what the fuck, dude? They're supposed to be sky elephants. They live in the fucking sky.
Their ears, they're like Dumbo. They fucking fly with them.
They're part dragon. Oh, wait, okay. Are they just like are they? Can we say that they were not like affected by the dragon's death at all? Like they've just always been like that.
Sure.
Okay, cool. Some of them are really good at magic though. Like like
Eh,
um like they can tell the future.
They can tell the future.
allegedly.
Yeah,
I'll settle for an allegedly.
they might. Ooh,
I can see
maybe.
the future. Meow meow.
Why did you make a cat noise? You good, dude?
Yeah, I'm good. It was from my childhood.
I hope you don't have kids. Anyway, anyways,
Hey man, I hope not either. I don't want kids anytime soon. Anyways,
anyways,
anyways.
I gotta make another thing of bone juice.
Bone juice.
Yeah, I gotta make another thing of bone juice for the Drake. So, how do you guys think the like what do you think they how do you guys think they interact with one another?
What
Like every
the
race.
oh,
Like
okay.
obviously you hate everyone. What if are Glickies just afraid of everybody?
Rather afraid, but curious.
Okay. So if they met a Koet, they'd just be like, "Hey, it's me, Goku."
The Kirk are kind of fearless. If they want something, they'll go after it to try to take it. But also, if the race just doesn't have anything they view as valuable, they're just kind of like, eh. Uh,
Have the Kark and the Drakes like been at odds? Because I feel like they actually are pretty close to the Drakes.
oh yeah, yeah, yeah. The Karks
So
will
they'd be.
attempt to raid the Drakes from time to time,
Mm,
and then the Drakes will just kind of like fucking bitch smack them with dragons.
mm.
Yeah, it's all in good fun.
Yeah,
Yeah, we're all friends here.
they'll send out their buffalo lizards and just trample them.
I don't like buffalo lizards.
Well, it's not about what you like, Jared.
Yeah, Jared.
Okay.
You're not a part of this podcast. I'm sorry, you're not a part of this not podcast.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I didn't want to be part of your stupid not podcast anyway.
Um, let me
Oh
make
my,
sure my buffalo lizard idea hasn't been used already.
I'm pretty
I
sure
mean,
it
I'm sure it
has.
has, but just like how I draw them specifically.
I mean, like buffalo lizards are kind. I mean, like it. There's like any form of like combining two animals has already been done.
So yeah,
But
haven't you seen The Last Airbender?
yeah,
That's true.
but we can combine three animals. So your buffalo lizard's also part dragon
Yeah.
and part D's.
I almost hit a deer the other day coming back home.
Okay, dude. All right.
Anyway,
Uh, yo, I fucking creamed that deer.
I didn't. It scared the shit out of me. There was two of them. I
you didn't
quickly
deserve
put
it.
on the brakes, and then I looked to the left, and there was like five of them looking at me. Like they were gonna fuck me up if I hit the two of them.
You know what? I would do the same.
Bless you.
Bless you.
Thank you.
I think it was a sneeze.
Shut up.
Man, you're gonna put some respect on my name.
I won't. It's the thing.
You'll learn. You'll all learn eventually.
Yeah. Don't come to the devlog tomorrow.
Yeah.
uh,
I'm about to play some screamo at max volume.
what does that mean?
That's a genre of music, isn't it? Screamo.
Alec, are you a fan of music?
Just music in general.
No.
Yeah, I try not to be.
Fuck.
I hate all music.
Yeah, grr. Is there any other things we want to do along like for the races or magic or anything else?
Trying to think of what else I want to add to them. They're kind of their own beautiful thing. But yeah, the Karks, they're hunter-gatherers, Vikings, raiders, craftsmen. They like sculpting things. They have a weird infatuation with art. They kind of make these little statuettes, these shark statuettes, to honor their gods and their own deities.
Mm.
So, for example, they believe that they are all the disciples of a prehistoric megalodon, essentially. This giant island-sized shark that used to prey the waters, and from him they were all given life, and so they honor their deity with little statues and markings, and they carry like buckles and insignias on their armor that have sharks on them. I thought that would be pretty cool.
So so are they all at one with their prehistoric nature?
Um, yeah, I I thought some more about the idea of having them be like some of them are against their bestial side, some of them wanna refute it. But no, they're pretty chill. There
So
are a
that
couple that don't care that much about it, but they are extremely few and far between. Um, and they're either chased away or killed. A few of them make it to the mainland.
mm. So do they try to like live amongst? You know what? Maybe I can use some of that like extra land for like a Kark refuge center.
Yeah,
I don't. What else do I want to add to the Karklands? Evan, help me out.
they're
What do you?
known
What do
as like they go by I don't know maybe the Hammerhead or something like that or the the
the reef
coastals.
sharks?
I don't know. Anyway, what
Uh,
were you gonna say?
help me out with this map. I don't know what I want to add for the. ch- I might move the boat. What do you think? Me taking off the boat?
You might rock the boat.
What's
Goodbye,
up?
boat. My delete button fell off my computer. I mean my keyboard. I pressed delete once and it flew off.
If we could get like some TPs going, some like fish huts, barrels with gold spilling out of them. Oh, I was thinking there's like a fight pit where like there's like a little area on the island where the Karks will just like fucking bludgeon themselves.
Um, I'm one
Figure
step
out
behind.
who's the strongest.
I'm one step behind you.
Just the way I like it.
Yeah, me when I'm falling down the stairs.
I thought it'd be cool if some of them, and this is purely cosmetic, and honestly wouldn't make a whole lot of sense lore-wise. But if there were bigger variants and they kind of looked more orca in nature.
Oh, so it's more than just shark people. It's like whales as well.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be honest, it's a stupid idea. I'll be upfront about it, but I just think it's kind of interesting, kind of neato mosquito.
I hate it, and you for bringing it up, buddy.
Well,
I
you
mean,
know what?
I
That's
mean, why?
fair.
I don't see why not. Really,
Hmm.
I don't see why not.
Yeah, I just think it would add more diversity to the Karks. If it's like, hey, we're also this actually.
Do they understand preservation yet?
What do you mean preservation? Like food storage?
Yeah,
Yeah, I would say so. Like they tan food and shit like that.
we do. Mm. They don't. They're strictly carnivores, right? They don't eat fruit.
Yeah, they have a heavy meat-based diet. They
It's
like
not
swim
heavy.
around, harvest seals.
It's not heavy. It's only these
Yeah.
motherfuckers only like fat meat.
Yeah, I mean they're big as shit. Like I said, I was envisioning like strong men when I was coming up with their race. So like they're like husky, broad people that are like 7.5 feet tall. So they're big.
Damn, these motherfuckers need it a lot then.
Yeah.
Mm,
They
pretty.
can. I don't want them to be like ridiculously overpowered, but they can like. Do you think gorilla strength makes sense?
I mean, like, yeah.
About as strong as a gorilla, maybe a little less. Like you won't instantly die if they punch you, but
Have you ever been punched by a gorilla?
you'll be fucked up.
You ever been punched by?
Yes.
Oh, I
I
didn't know
have
we
been
had.
punched by a couple gorillas.
Yeah. I hang my head in shame.
Yeah.
I
Shout out
need to
to all the escaped gorillas out there.
Shout out.
have a hierarchy.
Do they have a hierarchy?
I'm asking, yeah, do they have a hierarchy?
Yeah, there's like, hmm. I haven't honestly put too much thought into like the hierarchy. I don't know if it's a situation of like maybe a lions. Well, no, because there's a lot of them. It's kind of, you know how the orcs behave in Skyrim?
Yeah.
It's kind of similar to that.
Where they just like where they do have a leader, but they fight this like the strongest one is the leader.
Yeah.
Okay.
The like rut.
So they do they also perform incest?
No, they don't. Do the orcs in Skyrim? Do they
Yes.
do that?
Yes.
Oh, I guess so.
Because what happens is in Skyrim the leader is you can only have one male leader, and
Uh-huh.
only the leader can reproduce.
Oh,
And
gotcha.
until he is killed or dethroned, which they usually need to be killed, or he just keeps popping out babies.
Hmm. Yeah, no, you can mate or they can mate freely. They don't have to be the leader. They don't fuck their sisters or fuck their brothers.
Oh, so now they're all good. Mm-mm-mm. Who would have
Okay,
thought?
fine, but it's violent. They have to like beat each other to a pulp, and then that's how they decide who they're gonna mate.
What?
Yeah, so there. Is that what you
Dom-
wanted? You wanted to be
domestic
fucking sick?
domestic abuse?
Yeah. Well, you said they were too good, so there. Now it's domestic abuse.
I kind of like that. That's fair.
Yeah.
It's kind of like Street Fighter.
It's like
What?
Mortal Kombat, you know.
Yeah, it's like Street Fighter.
I don't think you've ever played Street Fighter.
Do they really have a god?
Um. Hmm. Yeah.
Hmm?
It probably would be like the the dragon, but they probably didn't really understand what it was.
Oh, so they knew of the dragon.
Yeah,
They're like, oh shit, that's my guy.
that's me. It's literally me.
I thought I would honestly have more stuff to talk about with my guys, but I kind of covered it all.
Well, you know what that means? We gotta do more next
Mm-hmm.
week. Um,
On Dragon Ball.
On Dragon Ball Z.
Dragon. Rock the dragon.
Yeah, happy February. Um, we hope you guys enjoyed. If you
it's
if
not
you
it's not
feel
even the
like
end of
liking,
it's not even the end of February yet. What?
okay, so I can't say happy February?
Are you gonna say Happy February for every like February thing?
Maybe.
Because this isn't even the first this
Also, I
even
don't
the
know if
first
this will be
episode this Feb.
uploaded in February.
I mean, like, well, yeah, now you're dating it. Like, what the fuck, dude?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, now you're putting a limit on Evan and how quickly he has to edit it.
On Evan.
on me.
Yeah, Evan's got to edit it now.
Yeah, Evan don't like putting things on Evan back.
I mean, that seems fair to me.
All right, guys. Well,
But hey,
yeah, it's been real. See you guys next time.
Alright.
all right,
Goodbye.
bye guys. Yo, did you guys hear that a college student threatened his school to shut down because of the Nintendo Direct?
What?
He wanted to watch the Nintendo Direct, so he like threatened his school to make them shut down.
What, did he
Get
call in a
arrested?
bomb threat?
He what he did was he sent an email to the professor asking for class to be canceled for the good of humanity due to the Nintendo Direct presentation airing later
I'm
today.
so
But
tired
the
of you
quote
saying
he
in.
used, the
Mhm.
quote he used was for the good of humanity.
Is that a threat?
Yeah, that's kind of loaded language.
Yeah, it's for. He didn't threaten the school. He threatened all of humanity.
Yeah.